What if I told you that some of the fiercest warriors of the ancient world, the Celts, not only battled in the lush forests of Europe, but also fought under the scorching sun of Egypt? That they stood shoulder to shoulder with the armies of pharaohs and even dared to challenge the throne itself? Today, we uncover the untold story of how Celtic warriors traveled far beyond their homeland, leaving their mark on one of the oldest civilizations in history. So buckle up for a journey that takes us from the misty highlands of Scotland to the golden sands of the Nile. For most of us, the Celts are synonymous with Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Their culture, language, and traditions have deep roots in these regions. But did you know that at one time, Celtic tribes roamed across a vast territory that stretched far beyond the British Isles? From the hills of Galicia in Spain to the rugged coastline of Brittany in France, the Celts once controlled much of Europe, but their influence didn't stop there. It was during the 4th century BC that Celtic warriors began to spread their influence even further south, making a name for themselves in the Mediterranean world. These warriors were known for their skill in battle, their wild courage, and their distinctive long swords. They were a sight to behold on the battlefield, with their long hair flowing and their decorated shields gleaming in the sun. In 390 BC, they shocked the ancient world by sacking a small city along the Tiber River in Etruria, a region that would later become part of the Roman Empire. But this was just the beginning of their adventures. Soon, they were being recruited as mercenaries, not only by the Greeks, but also by the powerful Carthaginian army. Yes, you heard that right. Celtic warriors fought in the Punic Wars. They joined forces with none other than Hannibal himself, marching through the treacherous Alps to face the might of Rome. But the story of the Celts didn't end in Europe. It took a surprising turn when they ventured into a land of ancient pyramids and powerful pharaohs, Egypt. During the reign of Ptolemy, the second Philadelphios, around the early 3rd century BC, Egypt was in need of fierce and loyal soldiers. Who better to recruit than the legendary Celtic warriors? According to ancient Greek historian Pausanias, Ptolemy enlisted a band of 4,000 Celtic warriors from the Balkans with the help of Antigonos Gonatas of Macedon. These Celtic warriors were brought in to secure Ptolemy's throne and fight against his rivals. They were instrumental in securing a victory against Ptolemy's half-brother, the usurper Ptolemy Karaunos. But the Celts, known for their fierce independence, had plans of their own. They sought to overthrow both Ptolemy and Magus of Cyrene to establish their rule over Egypt. However, this rebellion was crushed, and as punishment, they were exiled to a small island in the Nile, left to die of starvation. But did this betrayal end the Celtic connection with Egypt? Far from it. The Ptolemies, ever practical, continued to rely on Celtic warriors in their battles. Ptolemy II and his son Ptolemy III used these warriors in their campaigns against the Seleucid Empire, marching through Syria and Judea, leaving a trail of victories in their wake. By the time of Ptolemy IV, Celtic warriors had become a significant part of Egyptian military culture. They even helped suppress uprisings in Upper Egypt. Cleopatra herself, the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty, used Celtic mercenaries to maintain her grip on the throne. Imagine this: Celtic warriors, known for their wild battle cries and painted bodies, now standing guard in the land of the pharaohs. They became more than just hired swords. Many settled in Egypt, married local women, and started new lives, blending their culture with that of the ancient Egyptians. But what if I told you that the relationship between the Celts and Egypt might be even older than we think? According to author Lorraine Evans in her book Kingdom of the Ark, there might have been contact between these two cultures as far back as 1400 BC. In fact, an ancient boat discovered in 1937 in North Ferriby, Yorkshire, was initially thought to be a Viking ship. But radiocarbon dating revealed that it was much older, from the time of the ancient Egyptians. And then there's the tale of Skoda, an Egyptian princess. According to a 15th century Scottish chronicle, Skoda was the daughter of a pharaoh who fled Egypt and eventually settled in Ireland. Her story is shrouded in mystery, with some even suggesting that she was the daughter of the heretic pharaoh Akhenaten. The mysteries don't stop there. In 1955, archaeologist Dr. Sean O'Riordan discovered something remarkable in Ireland. At the ancient site of Tara, known for its association with the High Kings of Ireland, he unearthed the remains of a young prince wearing a necklace of Egyptian faience beads. Even more intriguing, the boy's necklace was almost identical to those found in the tomb of the famous boy king Tutankhamun. The connections between the Celts and Egypt are like pieces of a puzzle scattered across history. Figurines of Celts in Ptolemaic style, intermarriages between Celtic warriors and Egyptians, and shared symbols and artifacts all point to a deep and mysterious link between these two ancient cultures. But there's still so much we don't know. Could it be that Celtic tribes had contact with Egypt long before they fought in its armies? Were there ancient trade routes connecting these distant lands? Or perhaps there were shared legends and myths that traveled across the seas? The truth remains buried beneath the sands of time, waiting for future archaeologists to uncover. What do you think? Is there more to the story of the Celtic-Egyptian connection than we know? If this mystery has intrigued you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating tales from history. And don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Could there be an ancient link between these two civilizations waiting to be discovered? Until next time, keep exploring the past to unlock the mysteries of our world.